Annunciationis, classis Latina, capitulum quintum, Villa et Hortus. Precatio incipiens, in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen. So, with that in mind, let's pick up where we left off, which was the beginning of part 2. So, let's see. Ariana, you are at the top of my list. So, how about you take the first paragraph, okay?
I'll try. Amelia cum Marco Quinto Julia que in peri stilo est
Stilo, yeah.
Julia rosas pulchras in orto videt et ab Emilia discedit iam ea cum Amelia non est. Emilia eam non videt. Puella in orto est.
Right. Make sure you pronounce the H.
Yeah.
Horto.
Horto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. No, that was good. Any questions on that? Everybody understand? Nobody understand? Okay. Yeah, feel free to ask questions if you don't, understand something. Okay. Vince, how about
Yes.
you take the next paragraph?
Okay. Emilia imperat Marcia et Quinte Juliam vocate Marcus et Quintus Juliam vocat Julia veni sed Julia eius non audit neque venit.
Good. Though it is quintus, like
Quintus.
like quinque,
Okay.
or let's see, uno, duo, tres, cuatro, quinque. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait a minute, that was the English, or I mean the Latin, not the Spanish. Oh well. Yeah, it's QU is a qui sound, just like English. Quit, quiet,
Okay.
etc.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's probably where we inherited it, was from the Latin. Any questions there as to meaning?
Neque venit.
Okay, so let me ask everybody. Quid Julia videt in horto? Quid Julia in horto videt?
With Julia in orto.
Videt. What did Julia see in the garden?
Oh.
I'll give you a hint. This is to everybody, not just you, Vince.
On the
Anybody
phone.
can answer. Rosas pulchras. Julia videt rosas pulchras in horto. So Julia saw beautiful roses in the garden. And just to refresh your memory, we have the peristelium, which is this whole area. And then in the peristelium, there is actually a garden. Yeah, so this is like a hallway that outlines the garden itself. And peristelium, okay, literally means columns. The stelum is columns, okay, from the Greek. And the peristelium means it's columns around the thing.
In English, we'd call it a peristyle garden.
Yeah, and I don't know how many people remember oh shoot, now I'm trying to remember his name. Saint Now his name escapes me. Saint so-and-so, the stylite.
Oh, yeah. He
What's
sat
his-
on a pole.
Yeah,
recently.
well, column. Darn, I can't think of his name. Anyway, yeah, the stylite's so known because he
There were
lived on
more than
top.
one.
Well, no, it was a big one, is my understanding. It was a very big one. No, it wasn't Saint Cyril. Cyril. Oh, darn. Okay, now I'm gonna have to look this guy up. Okay. Saint.
You look it up now, and you're probably going to get somebody who designs gowns or something.
Oh, who knows? Not if I put a saint in there. Simon, there we go. Saint Simon the Stylite, or Simeon, depending upon whether you're going to use English or Latin or Greek. Anyway, so Julio Rosas pulchras in horto videt.
I do have a question. I kept getting confused. Doesn't hortus mean turtle? Or am I wrong?
That's not even close.
Okay.
Turtle is
Tortugas.
yeah, well, yeah, it's like that. It's well, okay. Actually, it's turtle itself is testudo.
Oh, testudo.
Okay. But yeah, there is a I think that's tortoise is the tortuga, I think. Let me see. Tortise, right? Tortoise? No. Torti.
T-O-I-A.
Well, here, I'll look up the Latin. Might be faster. Tortug.
O-I.
Okay, what is oh well. Now let me look for English.
Okay. I know where I got this idea. It's from the original Star Trek episode, The Hortus.
Yes.
And it was about an alien being that looked a lot like a turtle, but apparently they took the name from the garden, not from the animal.
Oh, that's my problem. I don't know how to spell tortoise. Tortio.
T-O-I-S-E.
No, sorry, O-I.
O-I-S-E.
I can't. Not only can I spell it, I can't type it. Oh, interesting. Well, they have tortoise as testudo for both, which is a bit. Oh, okay. I guess they didn't distinguish between the two very much. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Okay. Yeah, we did that one. Here we go. Let's see who's up next. Robert, how about you take the next one?
Okay, Julio fueros vocat, marche et quinte, venite, hic multe rose sunt, pueri Julium audiunt, neque e, how do you say that? Neque e?
You sound both vowels, e.
E, e. Okay, neque e,
Short I,
ab.
short I, and then long I, e.
Okay, neque e ab Emilia descedunt. Quintus. Carpe rosas, Julia rosas carpet et cum quinque rosas ex horto venit.
Good.
I'm gonna have to practice that.
Yeah, there's some tongue twisters in there.
I was wondering why in the very first line, pueros was
Pueros.
emphasizing the O because I always thought it was Pueros.
Well, this is Pueros, Julia Pueros Bocat,
But
meaning
the-
Julia calls
But the
the boys.
O, that's not an emphasis. That's a long O. Okay.
That is a long
Yeah.
O. Yeah.
So
Oh, I know what I was
macro-
going to say. Be careful of that. That's a long I. So you want heek. Heek means here. Hick means
Oh, okay.
this.
Heek. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. So you want a here. Yeah. So any questions on meaning?
Michael, I have one.
Sure.
Up above where on line 49, line 49.
Let's see.
Nope, you've gone too far.
Oh, right there. Yes.
Okay. It says that Amelia does not see her,
Right.
referring to Julia. Now, there's something terribly wrong about this. It says Puella in Horto Est. Okay?
Yeah.
Can you tell me if you know what's wrong about the logic here?
Because they're in the peristyle.
They're in the peristyle, and what is in the peristyle?
Is a garden.
The garden's right there in front of her.
Well, maybe she was over here.
Well, it really begs credulity. It seems because these are not large gardens.
No, they usually aren't.
No. And so in fact it says earlier it's a small garden.
Yeah.
So either she's lying down playing hide and go seek, or there's something strange about the logic here. It doesn't make sense.
Well, Julia is very short and the roses are very tall.
Very short. She must be a midget.
Well, hey, I've had some pretty tall rose bushes.
No, it's just that this is not their best line.
No, it isn't.
She should have been in the atrium or something.
Or something. Yeah, but then there are no roses there, so she can't pick
Yeah,
them.
I know. They could have
Still,
have
I mean, I can understand how Amelia's attention is.
That really caught my eye when it said Puella in Horto Est. And I thought,
Yes.
what? You're going to call her? I mean, how loud are you going to have to call to get her attention? Julia, Benny. Excuse me.
Maybe she needs glasses.
Julia says, "Excuse me, I'm right here. You don't need to yell."
Yes. They should, or she should, yes. Let's see. Where do we end up here? Oh, yes. Julia picked 5 roses. Sorry. Julia is picking roses, and with 5 roses comes from the garden. So
Comes out of, yeah.
Out of, from. Let's see here. We'll do this part. Let's see who hasn't read yet. Is Jess, are you still driving?
Yes, I'm driving.
Okay. Well, we don't want you to pick up the book and put it on the steering wheel and drive.
Yeah.
Probably lose a student that way. Let's see, who else? Okay, Connor, how about you? I see you have unmuted, but we do not hear anything.
Sorry about that. I had another mute button turned on.
Double mute. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Vide mater, videte pueri, videte rosas meas. Julia laeta est, rosae eam delectant. Emilia, ecce puella pulchra cum rosis pulchris. Verba Emiliae Juliam delectant.
Okay. So we get a new word here, delectant, but delectant should be pretty obvious, as in delectable, or in Latin, more like likes.
Delight.
Yeah,
Don't you
delights.
think like?
Oh, well,
delight?
delight. Yeah, delight would be a better word.
Delight.
Yeah. And
The roses delight her.
yes. And by the way, see, Julia's right there in in Julia in horto est. So evidently, that's why Amelia couldn't see her. She was in the middle of the garden. I don't know why, Alex. I'm just teasing you a
I'm
little
just
bit.
having a little fun. It just seemed odd.
It does seem a little strange. I don't know. Maybe there was a lot of plants or something. I mean, here you see a lot of plants. The picture up
But,
here
but
is
earlier it does say it's a small garden. So
yes, peristelium. Let's see, where do
What
we?
does verba means?
Yeah. Pardon?
What's verba means?
Oh, verba.
Yeah.
In this case, it means words.
Okay.
Um, let's see. In principio erat verbum, et verbum erat Deum. If you remember the last gospel,
the word was made flesh.
yeah, the word was, or word was made flesh.
Mhm.
So yes, in this case, it means
The words of Amelia.
Amelia's words, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Delight Julia.
Delight.
Okay.
Yes.
Julia. Okay. Julia. Julius.
All right. How about next? Let's see what's on the, how far is, oh, okay. Then we can do the next part. Let's see who hasn't said anything yet. Oh, Allison. We haven't heard anything from you for a long time. How about you give it a try?
I wonder if her
I do not see your microphone activated, Allison.
let me see if I can get her attention. She's in a different room. Allison? Allison?
Never Machi. Like that. Like
Well, maybe we just press on. Are you back, Alex?
I can read if you need somebody.
Well, I'm going to wait till Alex comes back.
I'm back. Something happened to her computer. I think she's getting back on.
Okay. Go ahead, Jen.
Hang on, I was pulling it up. Okay. Marcus, Rose pulchre sunt, quella sine rossis pulchra non est. Verba marci Juliam non delectant. Amelia errata. Tace puer improbe. Julia puella pulchra est, cum rossis et sine rossis.
And once again, Marcus has not failed to disappoint us in his
Tact
bad
is
manners.
not his superpower.
Yeah, he really doesn't have the markings of a future diplomat in the Roman Senate.
There must be something about the name that begins with an M. You have Marcus and Medus.
Well, we have others. We have
No, I'm just saying thus
and
far.
Davos and well, anyway.
Yeah.
Any questions on the meaning there? And Teresa finally meets up with us. Excellent.
I don't know how many tries I have made, and I reloaded Zoom again and everything. Finally got in. Unfreaking believable. I'm just special.
You know, maybe we could hire you out as chief programmer for the Iranian missile defense system.
You have no idea what I've been doing today. I have a netbook I want to take with me on my trip when I leave tomorrow because it's smaller than a computer. But it's been so many years, I'm having to reload. I'm putting Ubuntu on it, and that's been driving me nuts all day too. It's just been one of those days where software doesn't want to cooperate with me.
I think you ought to hire on a Zoom tester.
Yeah, that might work too. All right. Anyway, let's press on here. We'll call that a paragraph. Well, it's kind of long. Here, we'll do that. We'll split it up there. Let's see. Oh, Teresa, how about you go before your whole system crashes? Or is it too late? Because are you double muted?
No, I'm not muted. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now, but not just before.
I don't know what the problem was. Okay, but I read everything you've highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay. Julia, adite Marte et Quinte, Marcus, mater non videt nasum tum fedum. Marcus et Quintus rident. Ha ha he. Julia, audi mama, pueri etiam me rident. Julia plorat et cum una rosa ab iis discedit.
All right.
Very good.
Very good. So, nasus fedum or fedus. Do we have, oh, maybe it's, I thought we had the, oh, maybe that was in the other section. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There, I knew there. Nasus.
Poor Sarah.
Let's face it, if she really did look like that, she was a candidate for plastic surgery.
She would have been great for Halloween.
That's true. She'd make a great witch. Anyway, nasus fedus. Where were we? Oop, there we go. Any questions on here? Yeah, and Julia plorat et cum una rosa ab iis discedit. So Julia is crying, and with one rose leaves them or departs from them, might be if you want to get the preposition in there. Oh, let's see. Alex, I don't think I've had you read yet, have I?
No, but I've been vocal nevertheless. Amelia, tacete pueri improbi, nasus Juliae fedus non est. Discedite ex peristilo, sumites ceteras rosas easque in aqua ponite. Pueri ceteras quater rosas sumunt et cum iis discedunt.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to mention something. Allison brought something to my attention. She said, because she knows Spanish pretty well, she says the word for ugly in Spanish is feo, F-E-O, which I thought was interesting. It's spelled, it reverses the E and the O, but it's obviously part of the same family.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're getting a few more prepositions. Where was it? Ex peristilo. Ex is like in ex cathedra. Qui ex patre filio quo procedit. So it means from, out of. And
Creed 2.
Pardon?
Don't we have it in our creed?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh,
Qui
okay.
ex patre filio quo procedit. the infamous filioque clause.
I thought there was another spot where it was out of Mary. I'm having a brain fart moment. I can't remember it exactly.
Well, natus ex Maria Virginae is born of the Virgin Mary.
Okay.
Is that what you're thinking of?
I'm thinking, yeah, that might be it.
Yeah. And
Qui ex patre et filio.
yeah. Filioque. That's the infamous filioque that gives Orthodox indigestion.
Mhm.
Let's see, what else? Okay.
Ceteras.
And let's see, what's reasonable? I'll read this part since it's short. Emilia, quae iam sola est in peristilo, ancillas vocat. Delia et Sira venite. Delia et Sira ex atrio veniunt. Emilia eas interrogat, sunt ne pueri in atrio? We kind of have a foreshadowing here of what's about to happen. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so she
Shenanigans.
tells them to, to get out of the peristyle and take the other roses and put them in water. And actually, to be fair,
They
where's
put
the
them in water.
Well, not yet. Where is the water that you're going to get? Well, the easiest way
Peristilo.
is from the impluvium. That's kind of what it was designed for,
Yeah, right.
They had running water to a certain extent, but generally not in the house. I mean, well, it would be in the house, but I mean, not like a faucet or a sink like we would, or a bathroom like we would have. Okay, so we now have this. Let's see, who haven't I called on yet? Let's see, I called on Connor, I called on Vince. I don't think I called on Robert, Teresa. I think Ethan. Yep, I think you're the only one I haven't called on who's not driving anyway. Can you give it a shot?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Delia respondet in atrios. Filia, quid adjunt Marcus et Quintus. Delia pueri aquam sumut ex impluvio, Sira et rosas in aqua ponunt. Hic domina et ancile pueros adient ex atrio, Quintus plorat et Marcus ridet.
Good. Now say this line again, or sorry, this one. Read that one again.
Quid adjunt Marcus et Quintus.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something else. Yeah, that's right. It's a hard G. Okay, any questions? So, sunt ne pueri in atrio sunt. Quid agunt Marcus et Quintus? Now, this is a very important word we're about to get. Agunt,
Agun.
ago, agis, etc. Or agit, sorry, third person, quid agit. Ago is one of those words that really defies a nice, neat, simple translation. In this sense, it means what are Quintus and Marcus doing, So, if I
With those two, it's more like, what are those boys up to now?
Yeah, but ago means, doing action. Ago means action.
And,
You see it in the Gloria. Gratias agimus tibi, Gloria. We give thanks for your great glory. Well, you might think agimus means thanks. Well, not really. It means an act of doing. So a literal translation would be we are doing thanks, which in English doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
but that seems that they do that often, that agimus.
Oh yeah, it's a general purpose word that English has to use several different words in order to pick up the exact meaning. And
I think quid agunt is something that is very useful. What are they doing?
yeah. Yes, and let me do, oops, hold on. Let me do one thing here. I don't have it on the share here. But just to add it to the share, just to show you. Let's see here. Let's add that. There we go. And of course, it always pops to the wrong. This is the definition of ago.
It's agere is the infinitive.
Is the infinitive, yeah. But the point I'm pointing out here is, let's see, this is showing up, right? Oh, good. This is all of the various flavors of what ago means, okay? In the simplest form, it means to put in motion, to move. For cattle and other animals, to lead, to drive.
It can mean to go also.
It means to go, to chase,
Basically, it's
pursue.
activity, to perform an activity.
Yeah, to stir up, to throw out, to excite. So it's kind of an all-purpose word that involves motion, or action. Action is probably a better word for it. So just be aware of it as you run across it.
I saw one translation in the imperative to be make haste.
Yes, could be. Let's see, where was that? Here we are. But now here we go. If you're Bugs Bunny, you can say "Quid agis, medice," which would be translated as "What's up, Doc?" Or how about "Quid agis comice," which means "What's happening, dude?" So there's a lot of good word, or a lot of good lines.
Is that part of your vernacular at NASA?
No, our vernacular at NASA involves mostly abbreviations and acronyms.
I was just wondering if you ever said "What's up, dude?" there.
Oh, you mean in English?
Yes.
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
So,
If we didn't use acronyms, every single conversation would take 5 times as long.
that's true. Yes.
That's what they're for, is to shorten communication.
Okay.
That's assuming you know what they stand for.
Well, it is a secret code, so you got to be a member of the inner circle to know some of them.
The fraternity.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's see. Did we? Yeah, we read that. Okay.
You get into the imperative.
Yeah. Oh, wait, we did read that. Hold on. Did I? Oh, no, there it is. Okay.
No, you
Let's see.
read that.
Who have we run out of here? I guess we got to pick more people. How about you, Connor?
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Amelia, quid iam agunt pueri? Age Delia, discede et interroga eos. Delia ab Amelia et Sira discedit. Emilia Siram interrogat, ubi est Davus? Sira respondet, in oppido est cum domino. Delia ex atrio venit et dominum vocat. Veni, o domina, veni. Amelia, quid est Delia?
Yeah, we know what's coming up here. I'm sure those hands on his back are not to stabilize him. Yeah, and here it is. Okay, so we have agunt. Now we have the imperative singular, age, which age delia would really probably be best translated as hurry or
go.
move on or be quick about it.
Yeah. Make haste.
Yeah, make haste. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Did anybody not figure that was going to happen? All right. There we go. And I don't know, Teresa, is your microphone
Can
Alice,
can you hear me?
microphone using working?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
But I wanted to give Allison another try. I don't know if her computer's working or not.
Let me see.
Yep, it's
Oh, there we
working
go.
now. Okay, let's see. Quintus est impluvium, excuse me, impluvio. Impluvio? Quid agit puer in impluvio? Aquam possat et te vocat. Quid agit Marcus? Is readit. Quia Quintus in aqua est.
Emilia, o puer improbus est Marcus, agite Juliam vocate ancile. Well, that'll be tough. Sira, sed in dominus. Sorry. What?
Just a quick question. Where it says aquam pulsat et te vocat, and we know that from a previous chapter that pulsat means to hit or to strike.
Yeah.
Okay, so he hit or he hit the water? I mean, is that what we're saying?
Yeah, I would interpret that as he is
I mean,
in
we
the
think
water, slapping it, kind of
Yeah.
whacking it. Or you could interpret it as he fell into the water.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
As in hit the water,
Yeah, it looks more like he fell in, but it's just I didn't know if you had any thoughts on.
Well, you could think of it either way. You could either think of, if all right, so and so jumped out of the plane and hit the water. We use hit in the same sense.
Yeah, sure.
So, he hit the water and is calling for you.
Mhm.
Or he's in the water hitting it, meaning he's kind of floundering around and calling you.
But it's aquam, so aquam's in the accusative.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it wouldn't be in the water.
Well, I mean, what I mean is he's in the water already.
Right.
And he's flailing his arms, hitting it. You could take it either way.
Yeah.
This would make they could actually distinguish that if this were like past tense. But we don't know past tense yet, so it's present tense. So I tend to think since we would say hit the water as in terms of past tense, I'm thinking what they mean here is hitting the water and is calling you.
Yeah.
So my guess is what they're conveying here. He's flapping his arms, hitting the water, drowning, which you really can't do in an impluvium very well.
Michael, how would it be if they were saying that Marcos hit him and he went into the water?
Well, there you. Oh, well, okay. That would. Okay, then you would say quintum. Well, Marcus quintum pulsat. Let's see. Do we have a fall yet? I don't think we have a fall. Yeah, I don't think we have the word.
Oh, we haven't had the one where you dip the immersion thing that comes in a later chapter.
Yeah. So,
okay. I just wanted to point out the use of the accusative as opposed to the ablative and how that might be confused in that situation.
Well, if it was aqua pulsat, that would be he hit him with water, which we actually haven't had yet, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
We
But
haven't had the what's called the ablative of means just yet. I think
But
we
it
pick it
seems
up in
funny
the
that
next.
Marcus doesn't get in. He's not getting his due justice.
Well, just wait. Just wait.
Okay.
Maybe not. Hold on. Oh,
I
well,
mean,
okay.
what it looked
Age
like,
veni domina et Marcum verbera.
right.
He will.
Yeah.
He will.
But he's not accused of tossing him in the water. It just seemed like he did push him in.
Well, yeah, he did. He did. So. And in any case, Marcus is laughing at him, so
Mm-hmm.
he still gets his verba out either way. I think that's it.
Yeah, the other question I have is I just noticed that it doesn't say in Opido Tuscalo. So we just interpret that he's in town?
Yes.
Okay.
And we happen to know it said earlier.
It's implied that it's Tuscalo.
Where is it? Yeah.
Tusculum.
Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, Julius. Whoops. Where is it? It was in here.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Okay, Sierra. Okay, hold on. Let's do in Opido. Yeah, there it is. Well, I thought we knew.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there. All right, let me look for Tuscalo then, because I know Tuscu.
You've been very far first.
Oh, there we go. Hold on, I'm gonna have to copy it with macrons and everything there. Huh. Well, that's curious because you even asked about the locative.
Yeah, but I just thought
and in this case, in Tuscalo, they can't use the locative because it's not a proper name.
Right. But I just thought it was odd that I mean it's just implied that if he's in town, he's in Tuscalo.
Well, all right. I mean, if you live just outside of Houston, well, maybe Houston's a bad example.
Well, I mean, but I guess we're never really told how far away Tusculum is. So
yeah. Well, I thought. Okay. Well, we'll find out in the next chapter.
Yeah.
Because next chapter is Via, and which is roads. All right. Any questions on meaning on this section?
I thought earlier that the reason why he's not staying with Emilia is because of the kids. They're noisy.
No, we'll find out that he is doing business in
I see. Okay.
Well, actually, in the next one, I believe that's the one. He comes back from Tusculum, and he brings apples and pears and other fruit. So he probably was in town doing business and picked up some fruit for himself, his family, and he even gives some to the household servants, which would be fairly typical. So, but no, he hasn't run away because of Marcus. Besides, he can handle Marcus pretty well. He's got that baculum. Yes.
Oh, just an observation about this whole story is the introduction of so many cases for pronouns.
Yes. We pick up, oh boy, we pick up a number of the forms for is, ea, id. I think we only really see te as far as second person. But yeah, and we also pick up a bunch of prepositions.
Yeah, we don't, not only do we get ee, but we get ees.
Yep. Let's see. I know I got the table in here. I don't want to well, maybe we should talk about them now since here we go. There they are.
Okay.
Yeah. So is ea id. We've seen eus before, eus, meaning his. I'm throwing the dative in there only because I'm too lazy to delete it from the table and then put it back in when we hit the dative. So don't worry about it. The dative, by the way, is the indirect object. Well, yeah, let me go ahead and mention it. Oh, where did I put it? Okay, come on. I put it in here someplace. Oh, where did I put it? Here it is. Dativus. That's for indirect objects. We get them in chapter 7, so I'm getting it, and this is chapter 5, so we're getting ahead of the game, but I just thought I'd mention it. The dative is used for indirect objects. The accusative is for direct objects. So what that means is the verb is the direct object is what the action of the verb is directed to. So Marcus pulsat quintum. Quintum would be the direct object because Marcus pulsat quintum means Marcus hits Quintus. And for direct objects like that is in the accusative. Well, what about Marcus threw the ball to Quintus? Well, it's the ball that's the direct object. But to Quintus would be what's known as the dative. And you see it in the liturgy. The best one I can think of is dona nobis pacem. Grant to us peace. Pacem is the direct object, means peace. That's the thing being granted. Nobis is the indirect object, the person the thing is being granted to. So, so if you see mihi or nobis or tibi or vobis or ei or eis, that means somebody is getting something. But as I said, that's chapter 8, so you don't have to, sorry, chapter 7. You don't have to pay too much attention to it. But I thought I'd mention it since I put it in these tables. So is ea id, ei or ee, it can be ei or iei. Either form is used. Then aa and then aa for the neuter plural. And eam, id, eos, eas, ea, eo, ea, ea, etc. So
sometimes you speak dona eis requiem.
Yes, grant to them peace. Yes. So yes, we pick up those. Let's see. There. And actually, let's segue into the Grammatica Latina. So, accusativus. We already knew filius, filium. Okay? We had the singular. Julius non unum filium, sed duos filios habet. So filios, filium est accusativus singularis. Filios accusativus pluralis est. So in this chapter, we pick up the accusative forms in the plural. Let's see, feminor. Oh, and I should emphasize, accusativus. Oh, never mind. I lost the thread.
Yeah, he's going from masculine to feminine to neuter.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I was thinking I was on neuter. Feminum, Julius, blah, blah, blah. Non duas filias sed unam filiam habet. Well, we already had the filiam, the singular accusative, feminine, and now we have the plural accusative, feminine. And the good news is they both end in S, but the filios is for masculine and the filias is for the feminine. Filiam est accusativus singularis, filias accusativus pluralus est. So am for singular, as for pluralis. And then finally, neutrum. Villa non unum cubiculum, sed multa cubicula habet. The villa doesn't have one bedroom. Really, bedroom is cubiculum is any small room, but it could be a bedroom. Usually, they're in this case it would be bedroom. Sed multa cubicula habet. Cubiculum accusativus singularis est. Cubicula accusativus pluralus est. So singularis cubiculum, baculum, pluralis a. Cubicula, bacula. Let's see, what other I'm trying to think of all the words you've had so far.
Oppidum.
Oh, thank you. Oppidum. Yes, thank you. One
Verbum.
verbum. Una verbum. Duos verbos.
What? Wait. You mean verba.
Oh, sorry. Verba.
Dua verba.
Duos verba. Thank you.
Yeah. That's used in this story.
Yes, verba, the words.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the ablativus, we pick up the plural form. So, in horto Julii, in the garden of Julius. In hortis Italiae, in the gardens of Italy. So singular is an O and plural is an IS. Horto ablativus singularis est. Hortis, hortis, I gotta make that a long I. Ablativus pluralus est. So O for singular, is for plural. Femininum, there's another syllable in there. In villa Julii, in villis Romanis. And that's one nice thing about the plural ablative. It is the same across the board. Let me pop over here to my charts. Let's see. That's verbs. No. Where'd it go? Where'd I put it? Here it is.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So, actually, let me go to the table of endings because it's a little clearer. So the nice thing about the ablative is it's is across the board for feminine, masculine, and neuter, first and second declension. So it's really easy, well, hopefully easy to remember.
For dative and ablative plural.
Yeah, we haven't had a dative yet, but you're right. It's also the same for the dative. But since we haven't had it yet exactly.
I'm just looking at your chart here.
Yeah. Well, I kind of grayed it out. So just to show, hey, we don't have to know that just yet. So. Whoa, why is feminine ablative AE? Where'd that come from?
For singular?
Yeah, there.
Would be
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that, well, I don't know how that AE got in there. Oh well. Fortunately, I fixed it. But back to the Grammatica Latina. There it is.
Wait a minute. Could you go back?
Sure. Did I have another typo?
I think so. On the plural for ablative. Feminine.
Yeah, is is.
For ablative?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking accusative. Sorry. Never mind.
Well, the only thing you can say about the accusative is they all end in M
Yeah.
for singular,
Yeah.
and they all
No.
end in S. Well,
No.
okay, the neuter
Yeah.
doesn't end
I
in
was
S.
confusing the accusative plural with the ablative plural.
Oh,
You're right.
yeah. Okay. Well, I've been known sometime for my fingers to be behind my brain, so
My mistake.
let's see here. Okay, so in Villa Julii, in Vilis Romanis. Romanis. Let me get the emphasis on the right syllable. In villa ablativus singularus est, vilis ablativus pluralus est. So, singularis a, long A, pluralis est. Nutrum in oppido tusculo, in oppidis Grecis. So, singular is the O, the plural is IS. So, oppido, ablativus singularis, oppidis, ablativus pluralis. Now, this is the important part, or one of the important parts in this chapter. In ex op cum sine cum ablativo, meaning these prepositions take the ablative. So in atrio, in cubiculis, gonna make that a short I, ex horto, ex Italia, ap Emilia, ap oppido, meaning from or away from. Well, maybe not from. Yeah, from. Cum servo, with the servant. Cum liberis, with the children. Again, ablative. Sine pecunia, sine rosas, without money, without roses. Well, we can all probably relate to that last one. Let's see, where do they use up? I want a good sentence here. Hold on. Up. Oh, here, let's do it this way. There we go. Julia rosas pulchras in horto videt, et ap Emilia discedit. So Julia sees beautiful roses in the garden and discedit, which we have been using as depart. But who does she depart from? And that's from Emilia. Okay. Pueri Juliam audiunt, neque ii ap Emilia discedunt. The boys hear Julia and not, or really you should say, but not here. They do not depart from Emilia. They stick with her here. Where's another use of the word? I think that's mostly where it was. Okay.
One way to remember those, or some of them, is the word for in and the word for out, and the word for with and the word without. They're all ablative. They all take the ablative.
They all take the ablative, yeah. And later on, we're going to find out that there are a set of prepositions that take the accusative. We asked about being thrown into the water. Marcus quintum in aquam iacet. That would be Marcus through iacet, or put, or placed. Quintus in aquam, into the water. So in is there's a couple of them that use both the accusative and the ablative. In is one of them. If it is in horto, in opido, in aqua, then that means physically residing in or on. We had in mensa. In that case, it meant on. So it's stationary, okay? But if you say in aquam, that means into the water, or in hortum, that means into the garden. So later on, we'll pick these up. But for now, let's just keep it simple and be aware that those three use the ablative. You can kind of remember that. Well, one thing that might help remember it is there's a bunch of phrases. Okay, let's see. Where did we do the ablative? Data. Oh, okay, I got all sorts of stuff here. Oh, there it is. Prepositions. Okay. Okay, what is a preposition? A preposition introduces a short phrase that furthers to identify the noun in question. So, for example, the man on the platform. Well, just man is kind of generic. So you might want to specify which man, the one on the platform, or the one under the tree, or the one without any money, whatever. So the preposition allows us to specify more details about that noun.
Mhm.
So we've already seen one preposition that was in Italia in Europa est, pecunia in saculo suo, the money in his purse, etc. So there's really nothing new other than the fact that we've added more to the list, piled it higher and deeper. So all Latin prepositions require either the ablativus or the accusativus. Generally speaking, ablativus refers to motion away or accompaniment or placement. Accusative generally refers to motion towards. But let's just focus on the ablativus for the moment. Let's see, ex plus ablativus, from, out of. Think of like ex cathedra, from the chair of St. Peter or out of the chair of St. Peter. We've had op est, op. We've had ab est, mean away. So op plus the ablativus means away from. And we saw that when in the previous reading, where I highlighted from some of those. Cum plus the ablativus means with. Cum sancto spiritu. And by the way, the reason spiritu doesn't end in O is because it's in the fourth conjugate. Sorry, fourth declension, which we haven't had yet, but that's okay. But if you can kind of remember some of these little phrases in your head, it'll help you, well, it helps me anyway, to remember what it takes. Sine dubio, without a doubt. So, and we'll build on those as the readings progress.
And that's helpful that you use language that we see in the liturgy. I think it's helpful to remember that way.
Thank you. That's how I do it anyway, usually. Okay, so imperativus et indicativus. Well, we had the singular. Davum voca serve. Call davus, slave. Or, well, he was a slave. Servus davum vocat. The slave calls davus.
So you're getting both.
So you're getting the indicative
and the
or the
vocative.
indicativus, and there we have the imperativus.
But you're getting the vocative and the imperative.
In this case, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you get the indicative and the
Right. Iuliam vocate pueri. And pueri here is in the vocative, quote unquote, but the vocative only changes for masculine singular. So it looks just like the plural. Iulium vocate pueri. Pueri Iulium vocat. So vocat, vocant. And so voca is singular, imperative. Vocat is singular, indicative. Vocate is now plural. So so we see here, vocate, Iulium vocate pueri, call Julia boys. The boys call Julia. So voca is singular, vocate is plural, vocat is singular, and then vocant is plural. So now we have 4 endings for each of our verbs that we know. A, at, ate, at, and ant. So saluta, singular. Salutate is all imperative plural. Salutat, singular. Servus dominum salutat. Plural, servi dominum salutant. Now I have a nasty question. What is the plural form of servus?
Servi.
Servi, right. What is the genitive form of servus?
Servi.
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 So how do you know this is the servants call the master and not the master the servant calls? How do we know that that is plural nominative and not
Because of the
genitive?
conjugation of the verb.
Yeah, the salutant tells you the
Right.
answer.
Salutant right there tells you that, hey, the verb is plural, so somebody better be plural in this.
Yeah.
And also dominum is accusative. So really we know somebody is calling or saluting or hailing, whatever you want to call it, greeting the master. So therefore it's got to be plural. And so
it's always the context.
Yeah, context is important. And do not rely on word order necessarily. Oh, I will say one thing on the prepositions. The prepositions are always joined to the noun. So we could say Emilia in Villa Julii. Emilia is est. Emilia is in Julius's villa. You could say in Julii Villa, which would be Julius's villa, but the inn and the villa have really got to be as close as possible to one another. You couldn't say Villa in Julii because that would be very confusing. And so Latin has said, look, if you have the preposition, the noun really should go immediately after, or at least close to it. Now, that's also true of adjectives. In oppido tusculo. So that is the thing that whoever is in Tusculum, oppido tusculo. So you can't really separate the preposition from the noun that it is using. So let's see, where was I? Okay.
Well, one other thing, going back, what you were saying about the context, if you looked at the verb villa and you looked at the noun villa and you looked at the noun verba, you might think that they were both feminine. So you have to see if I'm just saying that if you didn't know that one was feminine and the other was not, you might think that it was, but if you understand the context of it, then you'll realize that, oh, wait a minute, verba is not feminine.
That's true. Yeah, you can often sometimes pick it up that way.
Mm-hmm.
Point. So anyway, for our a ending verbs, a, ate, at, and ant. And the good news is these follow very closely on all four conjugations. You have e, ete, et, ent. So tace, tacete. Let's see, do we have any teacher? Oh, well, Allison, you're a teacher. So you can say tacete pueri. Might not help, but
Hopefully,
hey.
I won't have to say that too often.
Well, it probably won't help since I'll look at you like, huh?
Maybe that will be good. It'll be done into silence.
Yeah, that could be okay. That's true. Now, the only one that is a little funny is the third. Oh no, we have had the third. No. Yeah, never mind. It is a little weird in that it goes from an E to an I. Okay. The third conjugation, sorry, the third conjugation has an identity crisis. Sometimes it thinks it's the second conjugation, and sometimes it thinks it's the third conjugation. Sorry, fourth. I can't count.
Yeah.
So the e for the tace and the whoops, sorry, wrong one. Discede, and discedite. Discedite. So it's the E there, the I there, and if you look down here, you see that this is the ITE. So as I said, it's kind of it's got an identity crisis. Okay, so fortunately, it's not gender dysphoria because verbs don't have gender, so we don't have to deal with that.
I
But
think we had carpe too. Carpera.
carpe, yes, carpe. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's a good I or third declension. Sorry again. Yeah. Third conjugation word. Let's see.
It was in there somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was in there. Carpe. Well, it was yeah, carpe rosas. Yeah, there it is. Carpet. Yeah, if do not confuse that with carpet. That's what you put in your house. Carpet, however, is to seize. Let's see where we, oh, and then of course the fourth conjugation, I, ite, and iun. So you can see they go with the base vowel of the verb, then the te, and then the t, and then the if the most of them add an nt, but these guys add the iunt for the plural of these guys. So venit, veniunt. Okay. And part of that is if you didn't put that U in there, you'd have venint. It's a little hard to pronounce. And Romans did not like hard to, I mean, as hard as it is to believe, Romans did not like hard to pronounce words. They like them to kind of have a little flow. So veniunt helps.
Michael?
Yeah.
So on line 57, that's where Quintus says carpe rosas, Julia. So
back farther. Yeah.
Yeah. If the line there was pick up the roses pueri, would it be carpite or carpite?
Carpite.
Carpite. So
yeah.
This is carpe and then carpite.
Yes.
Carpita.
Right.
Yeah, because it's
ITE.
ITE, that's what I meant to say. But that's because it's an IRE verb.
It is an no, it is a short ERE verb.
It's short ERE, that's what I meant to say, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you looked it up in the dictionary. Well, here, let's go ahead and do that just for the heck of it.
But it's like dishedded.
Yes. Yes. Come on. There you go. Whoa. I've got the wrong. Oh, I know. There. Okay, let me share that. Oops, no. Down there. Let's add that back in. And there. So carpo, we see is third declension, conjugation. Third conjugation. And they usually order things first person singular. That's the perfect, which we don't have yet. And that's the pluperfect, which we don't have yet. But they usually show that the conjugation, some will show 3 and some will show a short ERE as opposed to a long ERE. For example, moneo, which is to warn. Well, okay, they just use numbers. Okay, that's too bad. Some use the vowels, others use the numbers. But you need to remember the vowel because this will become more and more important later on. Right now, you only have 4 endings, no big deal, but we're going to add lots and lots of endings, in which case it's important to know what that vowel is. And we're just about out of time. So any questions on that?
So by different endings, do you mean different other indicative
Yeah,
cases?
yeah. All we have is present indicative.
Present, yeah.
So
that's why I thought it was kind of weird, a little nitpicky, but it says imperative and indicative, but it's not really the sum and total of indicative. Present,
Yeah. There's actually a future indicative. So
yeah, and
but for now, everything
perfect.
is present tense. Well, that's true. They just say indicative, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little misleading in a way.
Well,
it's not. I mean, it's accurate, but
incomplete.
it's incomplete. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it would be present indicative.
Yeah.
We'll get. I think after this we get the imperfect, but that's a ways away. So. But there's the imperfect, the future, the pluperfect. Oh, sorry, the perfect, the pluperfect, and the future perfect. And besides the indicative, there is also the subjunctive, and there's also active and passive. So we got a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of endings.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw there was touch. Oh, go ahead.
Somebody going to say something? I heard somebody else. Oh, all right. Go ahead, Robert. Maybe not. Open mic. Go ahead.
Oh no, just in the last Sunday's mass and the gospel reading, there was tace, but it was should be quiet. So it was in subjunctive.
Oh,
taceret.
Yeah, tacere.
Yeah, I still recognize it as tace. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the subjunctive second person singular.
Yeah, where the blind man calls out to
imperative.
Jesus, and then and they tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So any other questions? And Connor, if you can stay on after class, I can answer some of your questions about St. John and Lavo.
Of course.
You do get the impression that the apostles thought that part of their job was to run interference.
Interference? In what sense?
Oh, to protect Jesus?
And these crowd, yes, crowd
Yeah, they do the
control.
same
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
with
yeah.
the children, and
Yeah.
he said, "No, let the children
Yeah.
come."
yeah, 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 yep, yeah. Okay, so for next times, read and study the Grammatica Latina. And we will slog through my wonderful slides, of which there are, well, there are 28 of them, but 25 of them are grammar and stuff, so that we get everything down before we move on.
Do you want us to do the pensum?
Why don't you start on the pensum, the pensa? I don't think we're gonna have time for it. I should be free next Thursday, which is the 26th. It looks like we had a successful wet dress rehearsal. I was off putting out other forest fires, so I did not participate in it, but what little I heard seemed like it went well. So with that, I'm going to presume the launch is March 6th. Obviously, tomorrow or Monday in the news, we'll hear more about it. But I should be available next Thursday. And yeah, let's go ahead and do the pensum. I think I have, let me check something. Do I have, oh, come on now, don't, you had to do that, didn't you? Sometimes my computer is way too helpful and attempts to do things. Where'd it go? That's interesting. Oh, there it is. Hold on just a second here. I think I have the pensa all ready to go, more or less. Oh, I do. Okay, I will send out the pensa, and we'll try and get through as much of that as possible, along with the Grammatica Latina. So I should be able to send that out here in the next day or so. And so yeah, Grammatica Latina, chapter 5, reread chapter 5 a couple times. Don't forget to listen to the video. It really helps to reinforce the learning, and you get to hear the pronunciation. And I guess that's about it. Any last minute questions on what we covered? All right, let's finish up then. Precatio finalis. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum. Benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen. And with that, the official part of the class is over.